Okay guys, I'm going to teach you how to make that pixel art template. So if you notice, I just have this basic spreadsheet open, and the first thing I want to do is make those the size smaller. So if you click on this box right here, right below that f of x, that will, whenever I click on that, then that takes and picks the entire spreadsheet. So whatever I do now, it will do to the entire thing. So I'm going to take and I'm going to move A back. And if I make it that size, notice that all the boxes now are that size. You can adjust that how you want. Okay, if you want yours to be even smaller, you can do that. If you think they would be a little bit better if they were bigger, and then I could make these columns that way. That's all up to you. You got to make your own decision on that. I'm going to probably make them like that. Okay, now notice that I've suddenly lost a lot of area to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a bunch of these columns. It doesn't matter how many you take. I can do it a couple of times and go up to the insert, and I will insert 11 columns to the right. Okay, now I'm going to do it again. Insert 11 columns to the right. It doesn't matter that it's 11. It could have been 20 and then I only had to do it once. But whatever. So now you can see I have my full area to make my my project with. Okay, so now I have to set up the colors. Okay, so I'm going to set up the colors, and I'm going to do like 1 through 10 or 0 through 9. It doesn't matter what you do, but the way that you do it is you go to the format here. So here's format, and then I'm going to go down to conditional formatting. So you go format, conditional formatting, and then we want to use format cells if, right here, format cells if, text is exactly, and then I'll put in 1 will be my first, and then you select on the fill and on the text what color you want. So you can pick whatever colors you want in here. If you know it, kind of like if you're going to do the U of M logo, maybe this is what you consider maize. So I'll call that light yellow, but then I have to do it on my text. You got to try to stay consistent. Boy, I hope I was the same. I think they're the same. And then I press done. So now I have a rule. Now if I go up in my corner here and I put the word 1, or I put the number 1, that was supposed to clean. Oh, I know what I got to do. It only works for you too. So let me get rid of that. All right, so push, bummer. Okay, so I make sure the whole thing's highlighted. Add a new rule. Format text is exactly. And I'm going to put in here 1, and then I'll put the color in, pick that one, then I change my text to the same value, like that, and press done. So now, when anytime I put the number 1 in, it should work. Okay? So I think I'm going to just make sure I have that always highlighted. I'll add a new rule. This time, format cells if text is exactly, and then the value. So now we'll go 2. Now you pick another color. So maybe this is what you think the University of Michigan color looks like, so I'll choose that. And then I got to choose it again for my text. Done. Okay, now I come over here, put in the number 2, and it shows up. And then I could decide that I'm going to put a bunch of these. Maybe, I don't know if that will work or not. Nope, just keep putting 2s in here, etc. So then you have to just keep going for all the colors you want to use. So I go over here to add a new rule. There's my format cells if text is exactly. Now the next number we're up to is pick a color. And you can pick any of the colors you want. If you want them to be more muted, maybe I'll pick this color. The only thing is you got to remember which one you pick for the text then. Oh my gosh. Okay, why is it doing that to me? There we go. Whew. Okay, done. And then I put 3 in here. Now the bad news is, you see it's only going to be for this one. Look at that, guys. I only did it for here. You see how the rule says, look, it only set it for that one version. So if I put 3 in here, so I got to try it again. Make sure the whole thing is selected. I'm going to trash that. Now I go add new rule. Yep, sometimes you got to make mistakes in order for you to get it to work. So I'm going to pick the same thing, maybe. Oh, I'm on the text now here. And then this one will be there. And now it should work the whole time. 3, etc. So my mistakes I kept making is I got to make sure the entire thing is highlighted. I just used that little guy there. Okay, next one, add a new rule. Format, text is exactly 4. Pick a color, Kindred. I'm going to pick a nice green. I'll pick that green. Use my text color. Oh, I hope it was that one. Looks like it. Done. Now anywhere I put a 4 on here, okay, etc. But the bad news is I got to remember to hit that again, okay? Hit that again, so when I make my rule, now I'll do for number 5, and you can do this however many times you need for what colors you need.